We will formally start this class. We are recording this class. Yesterday we have seen a production and operation system model. So this system model, we have some recap. So here's a system may be defined as a purposeful collection of people, objects, and procedures operating within an environment. So every organization can be represented as a system consisting of interacting subsystems. The feature of a system is it have some inputs and consist of some outputs. Basic process of the system converts the resource input into some useful form of outputs. So this concept is for the production, which includes services. We can call such systems as production systems. So now we are going to see a operation and production system model. Pawan, can you see the screen?
Yes, I can.
Yeah. So here, the various inputs will be there in a system. So to begin with, we have environment, the space surrounding the particular plant, layout, or factory or manufacturing unit. That environment will be involved as an input. So this environment means legal, political, social, economical, technological. This environment also plays a vital role as an input. So in if you want to make an acronym of it, PESTL, we are going to say PEST. PEST, if you are going to remember as PEST, political, economic, social, technological. So this abbreviation, if you are going to remember, then easily you can make it recall that what are the environment will be there for an organization which is undergoing some conversion of input into outputs. So that the environment plays a vital role in the manufacturing process because you would have seen the legal issues like if you are going for a lease out, the document should be there. It is well written and it will be accepted by the both the parties like a memorandum of understanding or lease document we need to maintain. The political decisions also plays a vital role and it has impact on the manufacturing process. The organization has some influences from this political. If there is a change in the political party, change in the government, the policies also will be changed. So that policies may affect that manufacturing process or an organization or the business unit or the factory outlet. So that is the impact that is externally these political policies, fiscal policy, monetary policy. These policies, production policy, or it may be of Factories Act, these all things what it makes an organization have some impact of this environment. So economic and social factors, technologically. So these will be from externally supplied as inputs. Next is the market, because without market we cannot sell our goods. Here in this market, you know about the logistics, that is competition is the main thing going on because of so many homogeneous products, even between the heterogeneous products, so many companies, so many multinational companies, everyone is involving in the businesses. So there is a cutthroat competition and product information. If you are not going to provide any product information, then we cannot manufacture the product and customer desires It has an input. Yesterday I was telling about this Tata Sumo, SUMO, Sumit Mulgokar. He's an MD of Tata. He used to go outside and take the feedback from the Tata vehicles owners, and he is going to tell the research and development department so that they start solving the problems of Tata vehicles. So that information will be the as served as an input to our organization, because that inputs, if you are going to take, then your product quality will increase and the demand for the product also will be affected. So if you are going to keep expectations of customers, the desires of customers, how they want your product to be, then it is like you got an answer for the question what customer needs over there, how we have to meet the expectations of customers so that they will get customer satisfied, then they are going to be loyal to our organization, then the brand building, brand image will be going on, then we are going to become multinational company, and the multinational company will be in the profitable when this customer desires are met. So you need to know the customer desires, and these are considered as inputs. Primary resources, normally the inputs, basic resources we need. Those are the materials, supplies, personal, the people, capital assets, capital, that is the investment, and the money, utilities. These are all basic primary resources that we need in order to convert the particular raw material into finished goods. So these raw materials, supplies, this amount, money, these are also serves as inputs. So one side, if you are going to see, this is the whole inputs we have. Coming to beside this is the conversion process. Here is the physical, that is the manufacturing process will be there. Various machines will be there. Mining, it is also a type of process. Location services, transportation should be there, because we cannot move a product from one place to another place, or we cannot supply to a customer also if we don't have transportation. And within the organization, within the production unit also, we need transportation of the raw materials. And these raw materials are fed to each and every machines through conveyor belts or some conveyors or some tools, some machines, some vehicles with alternative energies. So here transportation is also will be there in the conversion process. Exchange services, retailing and wholesaling. Once you are going to convert the product into finished goods, these finished goods will be stored in and godowns, smaller amounts. If they are very young warehouses, they will be kept and they'll be maintained. From there, we are going to send to the wholesalers through transportation. From wholesalers, it will be sent to the dealers or distributors. From there, it goes to the retailing, that is the retailers. From the retailers, customers or consumers are going to buy the product or use the product. So this distribution channel, this middleman will be there. Exchange of services, they go on exchanging with a value. I said storage services, that is warehousing. Why warehousing? Because these are the bigger things where finished goods are kept. After packaging, they will be stored in that particular warehouses. So other private services, we have insurance, transit insurance, or insurance to that particular vehicle, or insurance to that particular stock, insurance to the employees, insurance to the plant, insurance to the machines, insurance is other private services that we'll be using, and finance, utilities, estate. health, business services, personal services, or other services that we are going to use, government services, local, state, central. So this is a control subsystem. Then we have the ultimate outputs. Output is the product and service. So this is how a system of production or operation system is like this. So this, in order to make successful organization or learning organization, every system is in this model only. These are the subsystems what you have: physical, local services, action services, storage services, other private services, government services or subsystems. These are the conversion subsystems. And you would have seen in the left side, these are all the inputs. And we have outputs, that is goods or services. And control subsystem will be there in order to control these all subsystems, controlling the inputs, controlling the outputs, controlling these conversion subsystems. So this is a typical system model of production and operations. So now, next, we will be seeing productivity. We come to the main question: how we know that we are managing a system operation well. This concerns the efficiency with which we are converting the inputs into outputs. The conversion efficiency we roughly gave by the ratio of output input, a term which is generally known as productivity of a system. The formula for productivity, that is capital P equal to O by I. O is the output by inputs. If you are going to take this ratio, that is called productivity. So alternate way of looking this concept productivity is to look at that amount of waste generated in the system. If the waste is unnecessary input and undesired output from a system, then productivity can be improved by reducing that wastefulness. What is the output? In an output or an inputs, if you have any wastage, that we need to reduce. Thus, a simple way to look at the improvement is to attack the wastage and wastage of materials, wastage of time of the labor, capacity of the machines, and the time, space, capital, this all needs to be reduced. That's why everyone you would have seen the people who is going to reduce these things, then the profit level will be in the maximum. And that is productivity increases. This depletion of productivity happens because of this wastage. So a manager has to look and concentrate more on this wastage reduction. So we have manufacturing and service systems. In this subsystem, we have manufacturing system. So output from the system is non-inventorable. You cannot generally produce to the stock. So for that, we think for most demand for the service and operations may be labor intensive. Location of service operation is dictated by the location of users. So here, service systems or the manufacturing systems They include so many products like if you are going for this manufacturing of fertilizers, manufacturing of cement, manufacturing of coal, machine tools, television, furniture, etc. These come under in the manufacturing systems. If you want to see the service systems, courier service, banking service, the hospital, whatever they give the treatment is the service, municipal corporation, they do the service, Swachh Bharat, transportation organization is the service sector, education, supply, communication, this all comes under the service. Although the basic structure of service system is amenable to same analysis. So these two systems have the same structure. So now we are going to see the structure of operation management. So here you can say clearly the president or the CEO or managing director will be on the top, it's in the top level. And we have each and every sector like product engineering, research and development, accounting, vice president, operations, marketing, and finance. So here vice president will be looking on vice president operations. Again, under him, we have vice president of materials, vice president of quality, general manager, and industrial engineering will be under vice president of operations. So the reporting of vice president operations will be done to the president, and directly this marketing, finance, accounting, research and development, product engineering are linked to the president. Under Vice President of Operations, we have the Vice President of Materials. They report to the Vice President of Operations. So these operations include the materials, quality, general managing, and industrial engineering. Under this Vice President of Materials, we have inventory management, distribution management, and purchases. Purchase department will be under that particular president. So this Vice President of Quality, he will be concentrating more on the purchasing quality, that raw material quality or the output quality, work in progress, everything. Quality checking will be done by this Vice President quality. General Manager has supervisors and every department. And industrial engineering, we have process management, work standards, and planning maintenance. So here the structure, if you are going to see broadly, in the management, we have three levels of management we have. Typically, any organization, if you are going to take. So the first, very top level management, in that the policymakers, these are the CEOs, president, managing directors, these will be there on the top level. They will be framing policies, they will be thinking of vision of the organization. Then in the middle level, and on the top level, they will be doing strategic planning. Strategies will be developed in their level. And we have middle level management. In the middle level management, we can see the vice presidents or the vice president. Typically, in a classical example, if you are going to take of an organization in the middle level, mostly we will get the function managers who are going to frame the objectives and goals and how to achieve those particular goals, the procedures they are going to maintain. In the third level, we have the supervisors and the technical head or team leaders. floor managers, these all will be there. They are going to take the work from the employees and laborers, skilled, the unskilled, and they are going to take the work from the outsourcing agencies. So these in these three levels of management, we can see the workflow and the responsibility of downline people will be more comparatively with the top level, and the authority flows from top to bottom, responsibility flows from bottom to top. So the person who is unskilled, the skilled, that watchman, and the security guards, lab attenders, attendees, subordinates, they will be having more responsibility than that. The because these people are the thinkers, investors, they will be managing and they will be making strategies. So responsibility flows from bottom to top and authority flows from top to bottom. So this is organization structure. This is particular production, production systems, operation management structure I'm showing you. So this operation function plays a vital role in achieving competitive advantage. So it is necessary to set up a sound and efficient organization for purpose of achieving its objectives. So this is operation management department structure. So next we'll be seeing the role and responsibilities of operation managers. So the duties and responsibilities of production and operations manager. So if you're going to see in the left side, the planning, the geographical location of the factory, layout of equipments within the factory, product design, capacity planning, production control, supply chain management, production equipment maintenance, repair, industrial relations, staff selection, and licensing. So these are the some roles they have to do, like they need to plan where this factory should be located. So that planning should be done by the operation management because they should see the environment, they should see the work culture, they have to see how it will be congenial for undergoing these factory activities. So layout of equipment within the factory also decided and guided and suggested by this operation manager only. Product design. So he will be meeting the industrial engineering people and they are going to design the product and he is going to take approval from the higher ups. So product design, changes in the design, evolving the creative design, innovative designs will be done by the operation manager only. Capacity planning, once the order processing will be done this by this production manager, if you are going to receive the orders from all the customers, then he is going to plan how many shifts they have to run, at what level, and how many people should be involved, how many batches, lots, and the time period when they are going to complete that. This planning will be done by the operation manager. Production control means they will be checking quality control, quality checking, quality assurance. So they are going to check the products quality. So supply chain management is nothing but it starts with the raw materials, acquiring of raw materials to the distribution, the final product to the customer. What all the logistics involved. Tell you the example from the farmers, the miller is going to or the businessman is going to buy the paddy. That paddy will be taken as the input Then they are going to convert that paddy into the rice in a rice milling, and the husk, bran, and that foreign matter, all the byproducts of that particular paddy will be taken by the rice miller. The finished products will get broken rice, and we are going to have the rice. They are going to polish them, and they are going to bag it up. 25 kg bagging they will be doing with a label, batch size, lot numbers. Then they will be keeping in the godown, that is warehouses. From there, they will be sending those materials to the wholesalers. From the wholesalers, this rice bags will go to the dealers, then to the distributors, then to the retailers. Then the customer or consumer approaches the retailer and purchases that bag of rice. So all the logistics, all the communication, all the infrastructure will be used throughout the value chain, starting from raw material selection to the ending with the purchases by the customer or the consumer is called as supply chain management. So the operation management will be looking starting from raw materials to the finished good reaching that particular customer. That is supply chain management. Production equipment maintenance and repair. Yesterday I was telling about MRO maintenance repair and overall every machine should be greased, oiled, properly cleaned. This maintenance should be done. If there is a small repairs that we have to do, because once the breakdown, then our order cannot be processed. And the customers, they are going to get delayed product deliveries, and next time they are not going to come. That loyalty will be missing, and our sales will be down, demand will be down. Then our profits will come low, and it leads to lockdown and closing down that particular, or it becomes a security. So these are the things will happen if you are not going to maintain production equipment maintenance and repair. Otherwise, if you have more money, then you will be buying the new machines and replacing the old machines. So it leads to that if you are not going to repair or maintain regularly. So that is the difficulty with the machines. So industrial relations, we need to have relations with the industries, allied industries, supporting industries, then so that we'll be acquiring some raw materials or spares for discounted rates within quality. If it is not discounted prices, also, we'll be getting a quality inputs so that our output also will be the quality. Staff selection and licensing. We need to recruit the people, hire the people, hire the labor, or the outsourcing from the outsourcing or daily wage, and the payment will be done daily or fortnightly or weekly or monthly. Monthly it comes under salary. So here, how many people, skilled, unskilled, we need to recruit or hire. This will be suggested by the operation manager, and it will be taken over by the HR people. They will be selecting the staff for this production requirement. So normally you would have seen the departments, if you have vacancies for the QC, QA, and the people will be tested for that particular department. If you are thinking of uh, vacancies in the production department, then we'll be thinking of the particular skills of the people in that particular way. So selection of the people, for continuing the work. Another responsibility is purchasing the production equipments, purchase department. This the requirement by the production department will be given to the purchase department. This operation manager also look after the L1 lease, the leased quote. So they will be going for e-tenders. Nowadays, the e-tenders technology is going on. The bidding will be done. Seal tenders will be received. And we are going to check the L1 list and we are going to give an order to supply those particular things. Purchasing will be done in that manner. Designing production processes and equipment. So how the production flow should be there and how the product processing should be done and which tools and equipment machines should be used in this process that should be designed. Designing production work and establishing work standards. So work ethics, how many hours they will be working, on which are the work they have to take, job will be listed, and who are the people will be working, how amounts of people are working, how many hours they will be working. So this designing the production work and establishing work standards. Because we need ultimate is quality product so that the customers will be satisfied. Then there will be raise in the demand. Then we are going to get the profits. So inventory management, normally the stock maintenance should be done by the operation manager. Quality control, as I was speaking in this, what is the sector? How it QCTA departments. So in the case of staff selection, I have told quality control department, quality assurance department. This department will be mostly concentrating on the controlling the quality. Means if it is high in the quality, then it will be the loss to the organization. If it is low in the quality, if you are going to accept the product which are low in the quality, loss to the customer. So we have control charts, control lines, upper control limit and lower control limit. Within that, produced items will be considered as an output or the finished goods. Otherwise, quality product is also negligible or ignored, and low and inefficient product is rejected. So that will be done by the quality control people. Measurement and monitoring of productivity. So the ultimate, if you are going long production line production and a long-term production or the short-term production, if you are going, we need to measure the productivity. Means how much inputs should be divided by the output. How much output you are going to get. Then productivity check should be there. How much percentage will be done. Then we have to take the measures in order to increase that productivity. And it's about the welfare of this employees, people working in that production department. Their health care should be maintained. There we need to keep the fire extinguishers. We need to provide them first aid to them, and we